we have it saying a covalent chemical bond is one which, and you have to answer this question. It has, so covalent bond is which what? A, it says the outer shell electrons are shared by two atoms so as to satisfactorily fill the outer electron shells of both. The key word here is being shared. Okay, so far for A, I can agree with what it's saying. For B, it says the outer shell of one atom are transferred to the inner electron shell of another atom. This is just not possible, at least in most cases, because for most atoms, they're working with their outer shells. So even if a transfer were to occur, it would just be transferred to the outer shell of another atom. It wouldn't go into the shell. So that one would not work as a definition. Protons or neutrons are shared by two atoms so as to satisfy the requirement for both. So this one is also not it, because of the fact that we're actually trying to share electrons. And this one says electrons are removed from one atom and transferred to another atom so the two atoms become oppositely charged. So this one isn't bad either, but the question is asking for covalent bond. What this just described here for D is more of how ionic bonds work, to where there is a transfer to another atom, where it's just like, here, have my electron, and the two atoms do become oppositely charged. That's how we have the cations and anions, but that's just it. This is describing an ionic bond, and this would not be it to describe the covalence. So in this case, the best explanation would be A, where the outer shell electrons are shared by two atoms to satisfactorily fill the outer shells of both. And I'm glad it doesn't say evenly shared, because we can't make that assumption. So they are trying to share it, but this is where our electronegativity difference plays in for covalent bonds. If the electronegativity difference is great enough, one side would, in a sense, hog more of the electrons than the other. The electrons would prefer to be on that quote-unquote more electronegative side. Okay? If the difference was minimal, like for example, like two of the same atoms, then they're evenly sharing it. But exactly, we just know overall that at least it's being shared, compared to an ionic bond to where it's just being donated or received. So A would be the correct answer here. And let's see what it says. A covalent chemical bond is one where the outer shell electrons are shared by two atoms to satisfactorily fill the outer shells of both. So they just took straight from what A said. Okay? And that is correct. And it is the sharing of electrons between two atoms. And exactly, that is how A is the best choice here. And now for question number 10. Let's see